Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
How long does that take you to capture all those bottles and cans?
Like probably like 10 days.
10 days? And how much do you get off of that?
Like the one, like the first two, like 40, and the second one, which is full, like 90 or 80.
90 or $80. How long have you been doing this?
Like probably like 5 years.
5 years? And that's how you get your income?
Yeah.
I need to start picking that up.
I know, but you have to understand though, like when summer comes though, it's easy for us though, because we stay outside longer than y'all guys.
Yeah.
Y'all guys usually stay inside, but also like enjoy the cool air. But also once taxation comes for everybody,
yeah,
forget about it. So that means what it was teaching you, and also what it was doing though, it was depleting a lot of people that live there that have like mental health conditions.
Yeah.
And once that person passed away, then like they have to start like they have to like get rid of everybody that lives there. So that means like some of the people that live there, like they have to like sell their own stuff, and also like clean it to make sure that person stays over there, and also they have to contribute rent after rent. So that means what it was teaching you, it's how to like pay like purchasing graveyard houses that people that died lived there, but also like you have to clean the rest. So I do felt that there was a lot of how should I put it, land development, but also housing development going on. So that means it was doing poorly. So I do see some sense that like, okay, you're entitled to a Section 8 crime, but also like you're not following the policies and rules of that. We have to ask your ass to like leave, and also like go to someplace else that's much more like affordable. But what if that policy keep on violating its own? Don't I have the right to know that that policy violate rightfully what's owned to theirs? And again, that's the conversation that you and me have to discuss though, because the over majority of people doing this because like and also like feeding for their own and also feeding for themselves though, aren't like bad people, but also like they're trying to like make sure that everybody remain financially equal.
Right.
That makes sense?
That makes sense, brother.
No,
you're very intelligent.
Like, of course, though, because like, I know, because like the order of the housing eviction was a violation after violation of people that lived there, but also it was concerning, also damaging public home health concern. So I do see some health crisis going on, but also I do see some lack of land development, and also lack of people that not like truly consist of it. So I do felt that like in a sense that like you're entitled to this COVID vaccine that you were supposed to like already do, but I consider that as a death sentence.
Amen. I feel it, brother.
No, like,
I'm with you.
No, because remember, why would you keep on purchasing a genocide and drug to like deplete your own population for your own like financial benefits? Because like what it was doing, it was making a bad investment towards the whole entire state, but also it was condemning people from their own. Because remember, like if you're not taking this shot, that means like we have no choice but to replace you with machinery. So that's what it was doing. So like watch, all this job is going to start disappearing, and you're going to see the results of it.
You already see it right now with the AI coming through.
Exactly, because I have a feeling that they were up to something. All of this that you see over there,
it's on agenda.
No, everybody's in it. So that means while we were concentrating on war with Ukraine, China had to concentrate on war with us. So I do see Red Dawn coming up.
Red Dawn, oh man. Feel that, brother.
No, because remember, like those that survived were sent to concentration camps to work for their miserable lives, for slave labor. The rest, they had to do some resistance going on. Because like, let's just say China, and also like they like we owe China money, but that's not true. We kind of like paid it. So why would you keep on like violating that financial policy? So that means I do felt that like China did violate its own, because remember, it was aiding a lot of enemies. For sure at that time. And also at that time though, I do felt that like they're still constantly doing this, but also they doing some military alliance with Russia. So that means like some of the tactics that they use, they usually how should I put it, okay, let's kill the other half of Russia so we gain that access to them. And also like let them deal with war with Ukraine, while we taking our advantage towards the other enemy, which is us, the west side. Because let's just say somebody else from the outside of the country was trying to sell out this country for half for a land price. So I do see some land development going on. So that means it was not very much good, and also it was not financially improving. So what it was telling you that like, okay, like some of our businesses is very short, and all those people that still live in America, we cannot support our citizens anymore. So all those people that still live there, they need to find money, they need to find food, and also America is not providing and also supporting them. So the only choice of that is to ask communist China for help. But if communist China started helping them, it would be official that like, okay, America was going on a financial proxy invasion going on. And also like Biden and also the rest of the citizens cannot let that shit happen. That's how I felt. So I do see some trade imports getting blockaded. So that means like we're gonna cancel a lot of deals from China. Because remember, like they just want us to like be made in America, but also like nothing was made in America. Also it was made in other European powers, and also like Pacifican powers too. So I do felt that like, okay, we need communism. Without communism, what could happen? So that means the good thing is though, like for communism, it increased a lot of pain, but also the sad thing is, the reality is though, it was depleting a lot. So that means I do see some blindsided justice going on. So that means I do see some defundization and also declassification. So that means I do felt that like there was a lot of ethnic groups being divided to each community, one piece at another. So once they're eliminated with that shit, then they're gonna concentrate on the wealthy people. That means like what it was doing, it was keeping on funding, and also funding a lot of enemies, and also funding a lot of people. So that means like what it was teaching you in today's society, that like this place over here, Manhattan, is filled with a whole lot of greed, and also a whole lot of secrets, and also a whole lot of people that cannot compromise. So that means that like it was defending for itself. So that means like America was being like remain America, but also in a deep sense that like freedom was not very much useful. So that means America lost its independence from China. That's what I felt.
Damn, you weak, bro. I appreciate that conversation, man.
I know the Red Dawn thing. Like I hit it exactly spot on, because when I watched that movie, because I knew, because like China and also like the Central like Southern American powers were up to something. So that means like they're gonna infiltrate that SET bases, which is like they using Mexican people as more like immigrants to like migrate, and also like filtrate a lot of military tactics, which is, you guessed it, power plant outages, the power plant, and also the cable wires, and also even like something about the national security bases. And once we're done with that, they're gonna concentrate on the second prime target, two targets. The White House, because remember, they're trying to capture it, but also they're trying to capture the American president, because they realized that like America was mocking Russia, and also like it was mocking their economy, their infrastructure, like economy, their military, and also their way of life. So that means like, okay, Russia needs to like aid some enemies for her, and also like in the war of Ukraine, like Russia's still winning, but also they're constantly losing. So that means Ukrainian is up to something. So that means I have a feeling they're gonna take over to Volgograd. So that means like what was doing it was planning up for a military like advance, but also they slowly developed while Russia kind of like retreated back. So that means I do felt that like once they concentrate on this half of the side, game over. So I do felt that they're waiting for Russia to recover, but once it recovered, so that means Ukrainian is gonna start falling back. So that means I do see a stalemate going on. And also once they're done done with Volgograd, they're gonna concentrate on Belarus, which is, you guessed it, like the Rus principalities.
What's your name, brother?
Alex.
Alex.